Hi, I'm Jennifer Duda for the McAninch Art Center at College of DuPage. Here with me today is New Philharmonic's music director and conductor, Maestro Kirk Muspratt, to talk about their upcoming performance of Barber and Bernstein. Kirk, thanks for joining me.
Hi.
Let's just delve right into what's on the program for that evening.
Well, first of all, the biggest piece is the Bernstein Symphonic Dances from West Side Story. And the selection is generated from my audience. I had people bugging me and after the concert, Kirk, more American music, more American music, more. So I was thinking, what is a really hot, amazing piece that we haven't played here? And we haven't played the West Side Story dances. It is a huge hit with audiences. There's everything from Mambos to Tonight's to all of those great Broadway tunes. And it's orchestrated for a virtuosic, huge orchestra. So that's the big centerpiece, and that's how I started the program.
And there are other composers on the program as well, so I'm curious as to how that all melds together, not being familiar with all the works listed.
No, you and many people, because on paper it looks like crazy person, made the program. But there's actually a very good reason. So I wanted to find a concerto, an American concerto, again, that we hadn't played, and that is gorgeous, romantic, sumptuous, inviting, delicious. It's gorgeous. It's the Barber Violin Concerto. So I have Barber and Bernstein, and I'm just fine. I'm all American, so to speak. And I have a violinist that I can tell you all about if you'd like to know, Corey. And then we always try to do as much community involvement as possible. And we have, since I've come here, we've been asking string programs from schools to come and join us. And it happens that this Wagner overture is the piece that all the schools are learning right now, and it'd be perfect for them. So let's do what's good for the kids, and we put the Maistersinger overture on at the very end of the concert. And once we finish, what we're doing for an hour and a half, we're going to have 30 or 35 young, hot, amazing, gifted, bright-eyed kids from Glenbard West come and play in the orchestra with us. And as in the space of the Mac with all of those people on the stage, there's going to be some hair flying all over the place. And they're great. We've done this for several years now. I go through the piece once with them, they've got it, and the people love it.
So this is not your kid's 5th grade musical recital?
Oh, no. This is Meistersinger overture of Wagner. This is serious stuff, yeah.
And how long has New Philharmonic been working with the kids like this, having them partner on?
I think about for 4 years now, and we try to divide it up with different programs, with really fine teachers like Mr. Ortega, really fine systems to reward the kids, to give them something exciting to do, to give them an experience sitting next to a professional, to reward their parents, for saying, wow, are you proud of these kids and what they've done? And also their teachers, not just their teachers at school, but their teachers, their private teachers. You've done a wonderful job with these young artists, and now we can do just one small thing to help them along the way, just like people did for us as we were making our way up.
And this is just one of the 2 collaborations happening that evening. We have a guest artist joining you.
Yes, I want to tell you all about Corey.
Tell me about Corey.
Corey, I'm Canadian, and Corey's Canadian. And there's a myth about Corey. That's not a myth, it's the truth. He entered IU in Bloomington, which is the biggest music school in the world, when he was 12 years old. And he got a bachelor's degree when he was 15 in math and music. And at 16, he got a master's degree in math and music. And at 19, he got a doctorate in math and music.
We have a Doogie Howser.
More. I hope you'll have a chance to hear him in this broadcast, because he is really a amazing artist. He's played with all the big orchestras in the world. He plays this concerto particularly well is understated. And I think he's a magnetic artist. He'll work with young kids while he's here in the community. And he's a very attractive person too. He's very full of charisma.
And is this your first time playing with Corey?
Yeah.
Where did you first hear him?
In Canada. He was like a legend. He's like Thor or Superman or something up there. He's played with Toronto and Montreal and Vancouver since he was 13, 14 years old. So we just got lucky. He had a hole in his schedule, and we got lucky.
That's wonderful. Any other excitement for the rest of the season? You want to give us a sneak preview to what's coming up maybe in the second half of the season?
Madame Butterfly, Puccini, my favorite composer. You have to come. It is the most gorgeous, just gorgeous and heartbreaking opera. And we, the people that we have here in Chicago, the artists that we have in the orchestra and the chorus people, the makeup people, the hair people, the costume people, they do a wonderful job. It's a concert opera, but it will be really something that will, I think, take your breath away and will very much move you. It's Madame Butterfly.
And new Philharmonic performances actually have an additional component that maybe people aren't used to with other orchestra performances, in that you actually have some audience participation.
Yeah, we do Just Ask Kirk, and that is a card that everyone gets in their program. If you fill it out and put it in the violin boxes, I answer every single question, every single. Now, if it was a really hard question like, tell me about the fugue in the last movement of Beethoven 9, I would probably call you on the phone and say, hello, Jennifer, it's Kirk. Do you have time now? You have a question about the fugue. If it's, is this the first time that triangle is used in a symphony? I might say at intermission when I read the cards, this is from Jennifer. She works at the College of DuPage and she's a big triangle fan. So, she wants to know. And I say, yes, it's the first time, except for Haydn, blah, 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 that the triangle is used. And by the way, yes, it is the longest symphony in history to that time. And the guy was out of his mind to write it. Yeah, so thank you, Jennifer, for the question. But that way, I get to either talk to you on the phone or write you a letter or write you an email or just respond to your question there at the concert. And then afterwards, we have cookies with Kirk, because we have these amazing cookies afterwards. And that gives us a chance for us all to sit together, just say hello. What did you think of the concert? Make new friends. If you have a complaint, come and talk to me about it. If you have a suggestion, like, Kirk, why haven't you done Beethoven 9? You've been here for 6 years. Why haven't you done Beethoven 9? So then I go, Kirk, we should do Beethoven 9. Or if you say, I really have this wonderful idea about a soloist. I just heard this person at Ravinia. Would you ever consider having Straight No Chaser as a guest artist? And give me your email. And so I get to talk to you and engage you, get to know you, and find out how you feel about what we're doing.
So it's really just an extension of the performance to draw them in.
It is. It's another part of that performance. And until we stuffy people in the 21st and 20th century came along, performances were much more that way. I mean, when Beethoven did X concerto, if people liked the second movement, they just started screaming and hollering and hooting and throwing sandwiches, and you had to do it over again. And then there would be a mezzo soprano sing, and there'd be a string quartet come out, and it would be a 3.5 or 4 hour, experience, or Woodstock. People would drink, flirt, eat, talk, yell, boo, all this kind of stuff. Now we sit there and we go, okay, Mildred, clap, and I don't think it should be that. And I think people react to it very positively. They feel like they're an important part of the concert, and they are actually the most important part. It's that tree falling in the forest. If you're not there to hear it, and if you're not intelligent and you have an appetite to hear it and an interest in what you're hearing and in the musicians, then why play? We're playing for ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Well, this sounds like a wonderful opportunity for people who are familiar with New Philharmonic to celebrate with you as you enter into your 35th season, as well as to celebrate the 25th birthday or anniversary of the MAC. And for people who aren't familiar with the orchestra to maybe get their first taste of classical music in a little bit more of an exciting way than they might be accustomed to. If you are interested in getting information on an upcoming performance by New Philharmonic, you can give a call to the MAC ticket office at 630-942-4000 or visit them on the web, www.atthemac.org. Thanks, Kirk.
Thank you, Jen.